You may believe that things couldn't possibly get much worse for her, considering that she has just publicly been mocked after being exposed for her lies against Johnny Depp. However, this is just not the case. However, if there's one thing that the news stories of recent times have shown us, is that things may get worse for the actress, and in fact, they have been getting worse for her during the past few months since the trial. However, this most recent one will without a doubt blow your head. When one thinks about the fact that Amber Heard's reputation was completely ruined during the trial, it seems as though a fresh headline about something associated with Amber Heard is published virtually every day. You'd be forgiven for assuming that that was the end of her, but I've got a tremendous shock in store for you. In spite of all the problems that have been occurring in Amber's life, it would appear that the actress may have at long last secured an endorsement agreement. This information comes from people that are close to Amber. She's still very much a celebrity despite the fact that she's been caught lying and assaulting people. I know you're probably asking what company would want someone like her to represent them. Anyway, according to the information that became public about the actress, it appears to be a sugar dating platform. And although insiders indicate that they aren't offering her a mint contract, they're reportedly offering her a 7-figure agreement. There is no information available at this time regarding whether or not she has accepted the offer. Nevertheless, there is a significant possibility that she'll do so. This is due to the fact that she was unsuccessful in court and still owes more than $10.3 million in damages despite having lost the case. In addition to this, she has legal expenses totaling $6 million that she must pay to her attorneys for their services in representing her during the lawsuit that Depp launched against her. In point of fact, that specific issue is still now being dragged, as the actress only just got into a legal conflict with the company that provides her insurance coverage. New York Marine and General Insurance Company, as well as Travelers Insurance, in regards to the payments of legal bills as well as the damages that she owes to Depp. Because the jury determined that Amber committed willful misconduct in her claims about Depp, the insurer argued that they are not required to fulfill the policy under California law and that they had purchased a $1 million liability policy to protect Heard from defamation claims. You see, Heard had purchased the policy in order to protect herself from potential legal action. Heard is seen in further documents that TMZ has obtained arguing the contrary, saying that she reached an unconditional agreement that'll safeguard her regardless of what happens. In the specific lawsuit, the defendants, New York Marine and General Insurance Company, were accused of trying to back out of their arrangement, which the plaintiffs argued was a breach of contract. In July 2021, Travelers first filed a lawsuit against New York Marine in an effort to recoup 50% of the money they spent defending a client who turned out to be Heard, while the homeowner's policy that Heard had with Travelers covered liable up to the point of around $500,000, the general liability coverage that New York Marine had provided to her was for $1 million. The most important aspect of the lawsuit was that Travelers believed that Heard had the right to choose her own lawyers, whereas New York Marine disagreed with this assertion and believed that the case was relatively simple. A judge also agreed with New York Marine's desire to use local attorneys because they were less expensive. Since the verdict in the case did not exactly come out in her favor, all of those particulars have exploded into a whole new legal struggle that has been going on ever since the trial came to a close. And taking into consideration that she literally has no way out of all of these bills that are staring her in the face, the actress may very well be more inclined to accept the offer from the sugar dating platform. People on the internet, however, seem to think that the whole thing is just one big joke, such as the user who wrote, "LMAO, I know it's about Amber Heard being an ambassador for a sugar daddy site, but the email address caught me laughing." Even though nobody really knows if the actress will be willing to actually take the job, it's safe to say that most people won't be shocked if she does.